Lechonk, 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 Lechonk.
Welcome back to Lechonkamania, where our goal is to review every Lechonk product out there. And today we're going to be reviewing the Lechonk Eraser Blister from 2023. And I feel this is a perfect time to be reviewing this, as they had just come out with recently the Eraser bundled blister things for 2024 with Gengar and Bellybolt. So I think it will be perfect to take a look back at last year's Eraser pack and see how it holds up against the newer ones. So straight off the bat, I think the imagery on the packaging is far better, because the one for the Gengar and the Bellybolt has a checkerboard pattern, kind of like like if you're into racing, like a finish line checkerboard style. And I really do not get that for the Gengar and the Bellybolt. Maybe if it was Reverum or some other Pokemon featured that had, something to do with anything that could tie into the checkerboard pattern. But maybe I'm just missing something. I don't know. But I feel like the imagery on the cardboard part of the blister is far superior with this one here, and it has Lechonk on it. So bonus points for that. Also, when it comes to the pack selection, I feel like this one has a better selection of hits that you could get from the packs, whereas in the other one is Twilight Masquerade and Temporal Forces. Those are they're nothing. There are no Lechonks in either of those sets, so it's just a waste. You don't want to open any of them. I guess if you're investing, you could get the packs to never open. But what we're looking for here is that Scarlet and Violet base. Scarlet and Violet base has 3 uncommon or common Lechonks in them, 3 different artworks. So we could be hitting a Lechonk gold mine, opening that. No Lechonks in Paldea evolved, so nothing of potential in there to note. But 3 Lechonks potentially in Scarlet and Violet base, and maybe that's why the community is so hyped for Scarlet and Violet base, just like they are for Obsidian Flames. Now, if you've been in the community long enough, you'll have noticed that 2 of the biggest sets in Scarlet and Violet are Scarlet and Violet base and Obsidian Flames. Why is this? Because the Lechonk pull rates. There's 3 Lechonks in Scarlet and Violet base. There's more than 3 Lechonks in Obsidian Flames. But we're not going to talk about that today. I've got that topic covered in a different video. So let's crack this open and check the quality of this Lechonk Eraser. Alrighty, we've got our Paldea Evolved pack, our Scarlet and Violet base pack. But most importantly, we've got our Lechonk. Oh my, would you just look at him? He's so perfectly round. Oh my. So this Lechonk here, I would say, is a far superior quality eraser than the Gengar and the Bellybolt, and I will tell you why. Let me show you here. The Gengar, if you were to apply some pressure between your thumb and your index finger, you would see that it's kind of hollow on the inside, and you'll see the Gengar has like it's made of 2 parts put together, and there's a connection line running up the side of it. So it's like a hollow Gengar made of 2 pieces, and that's alright. If the year before they didn't release a Lechonk that was 1 solid piece, if you threw this hard enough, you'd break a window, I bet. This is a solid chunky boy, let me tell you. And it's not hollow whatsoever, not that I can feel anyway. It's a pretty solid chunk of eraser, and it's made of 1 piece. So though Gengar might have that OG Gen 1 popularity boost, Like, this Lechonk eraser's quality cannot be held to. The belly bolt, it comes close. The belly bolt, this back section here, is all solid, but this stomach piece is a separate piece, and when you press on it, you can see there, it too is semi-hollow. So I don't know, like, this Lechonk eraser, the quality, it's so perfect. The colors, when they made this, they broke the mold. There's no bringing it back. When they made this Lechonk eraser, they made perfection. Just look at them, my goodness. So let's put the Lechonk eraser to the side. I also needed to get a Lechonk eraser for my Lechonk shrine down there. Most of the other ones that I had, I've given to Mrs. Lechonkamania for her Lechonk shrine, as she's a far bigger Lechonk head than I am. So this was the last Lechonk eraser that we were gonna hold, but we decided to crack it out for the Lechonk shrine, because the more power that you feed to the Lechonk shrine, the better your pools are going to be. So speaking of that, now that we've got all that opened, let's get right into the pools here. So we're gonna save the best for last. As we said, there's more Lechonks in Scarlet and Violet base set than the 0 Lechonks in Paldea Evolved. Like, what's even in this? A couple of fish? You could go to a Walmart in the early 2000s, walk to the back, and you could see fish back there. I don't know. I don't see what Paldea Evolved's all about, but Scarlet and Violet base, we'll save that one for last. So hope we have that Lechonk Force luck with us. Hopefully that eraser will give the Lechonk shrine some more power to give us the best pools possible. No card trick. Alright. Not like there's anything special in Paldea Evolved anyway. Like I said, couple of fish. Other than that, there's like no Lechonks. So there's no like fish, a tumbleweed. That's okay. Mousehold, I'll give him that. Mousehold it's pretty damn cute, I gotta say. Corviknight, Knackle, like some rocks. Oh, Tinglu EX Gold. Alright. And Baxcalibur. No, see, nothing. Like, you can't get anything from Paldea Evolved. I guess we'll sleeve that gold up because I guess, you know, I guess. But it's not like it's a gold full art Lechonk. You know what I'm saying? If it was a gold full art Lechonk, that'd be something to get hyped over. But I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. So in all reality, though, that is a beautiful gold card. I can only play up the Lechonk so much. My goodness. So yeah, I would say the Lechonk eraser so far is giving us the Lechonk luck. My goodness. I'd say also, when it comes to these Lechonk erasers, at one point whenever I was buying them up, I was only buying the Lechonk one. Also, I didn't even buy any of the Smoliv one, so I guess I should pick one of those up at some point as well. I'm not going to review it because it's not Lechonk, but they were only $10, so you're paying $5 a pack plus the Lechonk eraser. But if you go onto like eBay in search of the Lechonk eraser, like, good luck finding one for a fair price. You'd think, oh, you know, $3-4 for the Lechonk eraser? No. And then it just maybe $3-4 for the shipping. There's like no good shipping deals. It's crazy. It's crazy how much just the raw Lechonk eraser was selling for. So, all right, here we go. The big set Scarlet and Violet base. 3 Lechonks. Let me just crack down the potential here for you. We could pull all 3 Lechonk artworks, the common ones. I think they're common or uncommon. Any combination, we could still pull all 3. And then we could also get them in the reverse slot, meaning we could pull a potential of 5 Lechonks from a single pack of Scarlet and Violet base. The 3 original artworks and then 2 reverses. That's alright. But it's still not as good as Obsidian Flames. And the potential pull rates for Lechonk in there, counting the Artisan with the Lechonk. Oh, I don't need to do. We're not doing a card trick for Scarlet and Violet. I've been cracking so much Crown Zenith that I have completely forgotten that we don't do a card trick. But I digress. Clawitzer. Come on, Lechonk. Come on, Lechonk. The special illustration rare Dash Bun that's coming out in Stellar Crown, pretty nice, I gotta say. But I haven't heard anything about a Lechonk being in Stellar Crown, so it's kind of disappointing. I'd like to see a Lechonk from there. Oh, hey, Tarantula. I'll take that. Only because Mrs. Lechonkamania, she has the special illustration rare Spite Ops that goes above this, so I'll just be giving this one to her, and she'll have the complete set. So that is rather welcome indeed. And then, oh my goodness gracious! I mean, it's no Lechonk, but a double banger pack. I mean, 3 hits out of a 2-pack blister. I'd say it was that Lechonk luck. My goodness. Ayos. Alright, well let me get this double sleeve, because I personally like to double sleeve the illustration rares, because they're just so, like, any wrong touch of the finger and you could leave an impression on the hollow. So I just like to double sleeve them right away. I personally like to keep them in an Elite Trainer box, like these ones back here. And yeah, I just rather not risk damaging them whatsoever. I personally don't send cards off to get graded. I could care less if they're graded. I don't own any graded cards, but I do like to keep them protected regardless. So that's nice. That's nice. Give me 1 second. We're still sleeving up this Oinkalone EX. Now, we've got so many Oinkalone EXs. We need the full art, actually. And I think the full art does Oinkalone a little bit of justice. But they really shouldn't have evolved Lechonk at all. Lechonk should have stayed a basic Pokemon its entire life, because Oinkalone is nowhere near as cute. You need the Everstone. You need an Everstone for Lechonk so that it never grows up, basically. Because Oinkalone, not nearly as cute, not nearly as adorable, not nearly as round. Like, they broke the mold with Lechonk, and they should have just stopped there. They pushed it too far, and they failed. They failed with Oinkalone. I'm not trying to diss in any way Lechonk by saying that, but I mean, would you rather have a Lechonk by your side, or would you rather have an Oinkalone? I'd rather have 1 Lechonk than 100 Oinkalone. It's not Oinkalone mania, it's Lechonkamania. So regardless, let's do a quick recap. We've got Oinkalone EX, and I do like the star pattern that they got going over the EX, like the extra hollow, whatever you want to call that. Nice focus. There we go. It reminds me of the Radiant collection cards from 2016 XY Generations, or from Legendary Treasures. Legendary Treasures. I think that was the last set in black and white. But my goodness, that was a banger of a set. I don't know if a lot of people remember that, but that was like Crown Zenith back then, you know. But Oinkalone, pretty nice, pretty fitting for the opening. We've got Ting-Lu EX Gold Full Art. Crazy, but it's not Lechonk. Like I said, no Lechonk and Paldea evolved, they just got fish. So, and then we've got 1/2 of, Oh, these are kind of like those legendary, the half cards from. Oh geez, heart gold, Phil Silver. Oh, if I'm wrong there, I'm gonna get. Don't hurt me, please. But you know what I'm saying. There's like the legend half cards. You know, they were more horizontal, you know, but nice. And it's got a Scyther there for those OG Gen 1 people, which that's me. I personally like myself a nice Whale Lord from Gen 2 or Gen 3, my bad. But yeah, no. Oinkologne, or not Oinkologne, Lechonk. My goodness, Lechonk definitely blessed those packs. So I hope you enjoyed this review of the Lechonk Eraser Blister Pack 2-pack thingy. Adios. Thank you, Lechonk. And I'd say I rate this eraser 10 Lechonks out of 10, because not just because it's Lechonk, that would be a bias, but because of how I compared it to the modern 2024 erasers. The artwork on the back of the blister, it's just more fitting, the green with the white bubbles. I mean, it's not like anything special, but it's not a random checkerboard like racing stripe finish line pattern. And then it's one solid chunk of eraser rubber. Ain't that right, Lechonk? Thank you for watching this Lechonk eraser review, and make sure to like and subscribe for more Lechonk related videos in the future.
Tear down the walls, take down the house. I have the truck in my veins, I'm foaming at the mouth. I'm chosen for that verse, so soft and so quick. I'm in a Lechonk hysteria, stay